feel like I don't know why we haven't spoken.
Heavenly has talked about us like dogs on her social media channel. Heavenly has called my marriage fake. Not only has Scott disrespected me, that he's abusive.
Okay, do you think Contessa is in an abusive relationship? Verbally, emotionally?
I mean, where do the insults end? And when does the friendship begin?
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sammy Sam P, and today we're going to talk about Married to Medicine. Episode 1, Season 9. I love this show. Always been watching it. And I was like, why not coming here and talk about it? I want to kind of do the clip and reaction thing, but I felt like for this first episode, we can go in detail. Well, not really in detail, but we can talk a little bit of what happened during the episode. So, first thing first, it's really nice to see that Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone were able to work on their friendship and that they're back close. I really love their friendship. Both of them being successful Black women and married with kids, but still being so close. Friendship is something that's very important to my heart. I have very close friends. Hey, you know who you are. And I really value our friendship. One thing I've learned into my little years in this life is that if you have very solid friendship, especially with women, you have higher chances to actually keep your friendship with them than you have chances to even keep your love relationship together. You know what I mean? That's how important friendship is to me. And I really always respected the friendship that they had. So it feels really good to see them together. That was just a hiccup. And I love seeing them going out and eating, you know, whenever they're like, you remember when they were working in the same hospital, they would go and take lunch break together and have those conversations. And their friendship was just always so soothing to see for me. So I'm very happy for them. Yo, what's going on with Toya and her husband? Like, what is really going on? Last season, I remember them living into their dream house. They took years to build it. At some point, they had some financial issue. They've always been very open about that. And I was happy to see them in that new house, that dream house that Toya was talking about. But surprisingly, this season, they're not living in this new house. She's saying that they're building another new house and that their dream house is just a house. Now she's acting like the most important thing for her is her family, which I have no doubt of, but I felt like she gave a vibe of not being very into the whole house is just a thing. Like she gave me, like she's not really materialistic, but I'm like, Toya, we all know your house is very materialistic, so I'm not really sure I'm buying the excuse that she gave us. Maybe they just like to move a lot. I know that some people are like that. But a part of me is thinking there has to be more to the story, which it's okay, honestly, if they don't want to tell us. But it's kind of weird, right? Because they're on TV, we see them, they build their dream house. Now they are in a smaller house because they're building another dream house. Is it that financially they're back to taking some risks that they shouldn't take? Or is it that they didn't have enough space? She didn't mention anything. She just said that she doesn't want to get attached to the house. Or maybe they got a really good offer on the house and they were able to make a lot of money out of it. And now they're building another one. Because I know that with real estate, their house's value probably went to the roof. So it may have been a business move. I don't know what it is. I'm just very curious because I felt like it's a lot of move for their children and stuff. I mean, they have money, they can do it, you know. I feel like if it was other people, like if it was people that look different from Toya and her husband, would we be asking so many questions? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. I am curious though. I'm gonna put a big exclamation mark into Toya and Dr. Eugene housing situation. Talking about houses, I love Anila new houses. Her and her husband finished working on that, and I mean, it's beautiful. Love the entryway. I love a well-decorated house. Myself, I'm big on decoration. I'm literally still working on decorating my house after over a year of moving in. But hey, it takes, you know, it's a process, and you want to look good. You want the place that is like your oasis to look the best, and you want to feel the best in it. So I understand why you're taking all this time to decorate it. Super impressive that she was able to decorate her house for free. Apparently, she's also doing blogging on the side, and because she's blogging her house and probably blogging the decor of her house and stuff like that, she was able to get $500,000 worth of free furniture. Probably that she has to like do some partnership with them, probably have to do some advertisement for them, since she is now known because of the show that she's part in. I mean, that's smart. They're being smart. Furniture are very expensive. It was expensive before, but the price went to the roof after COVID. I can attest to that. So receiving that amount of money worth of furniture is definitely a blessing. And this is evidence that there is definitely a lot of money in social media, blogging world, YouTube and all that. And yeah, we need to all get into this, because there's a lot of money out there that needs to be made. And at least if you're not going to make money, and you can, you know, be able to decorate an entire house for free, yo, $500,000 is a lot of money. I'm just saying, people buy $500,000 houses. So let's take a step back, think about it, and understand the type of opportunity that there is in being in the social media world and else. So yeah, congratulations to Anila and her husband. Next scene, Miss Quad is officially totally back on Married to Medicine. If you remember the last season, basically they put Quad aside and Miss Mariah. I love Miss Mariah. I want her back. She's good for the show. But yeah, Miss Quad is back as, you know, full character in the show, and we see her in a brand new home. It's a beautiful home. I mean, definitely, I mean, she's been making money, y'all. I remember when Quad would be living with her husband in a townhome. Not that they didn't have the money or anything, I don't know, but that is definitely something to be very proud of, because she bought that huge ass house on her own. And for that, we see her with a little nephew. And when I first saw him, I was like, he looks familiar. And then she showed us him when he was a year old, and he had a little afro. That baby is so beautiful. I remember watching the show and I was like, that baby is everything. And yeah, that's her brother son, and he has grown so much. I'm like, yo, that baby is like a grown full man now. He's a grown ass man now. Very, very handsome little boy. And you can see he has some personality, and he's with his auntie, and we see Quad's mom. Quad's mom is beautiful. Those ladies are beautiful. They have beautiful skin. They're always well put together. That's something that I love about Quad. That lady looks good. And yeah, so then they're talking. Baby boy is telling us that he's missing his dad. So apparently Quad's brother died of heart complication. That was hard, man. Life is short, y'all. Life can be very short. That's why this is a reminder to enjoy every day of your life. Just be happy, especially if you have your health. You know, 34-year-old dying of heart complication. What are we in front of our God? Yeah, it's very sad to see. Very sad to see that little baby crying. And Quad is explaining to us that she is now taking care of a little boy, little nephew, fully. A part of me is like, where's mama at? But I'm wondering if maybe I don't know. Well, I don't want to say anything, but I do remember that whenever we were introduced to the little boy with the father, I think that Quad was helping them at the time. I think he was living with them. Something was going on. Let me know in the comments if you remember what it was. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad, and my condolences to Quad and her family. And yeah, but it's nice to see her back on the show fully. Next, we see Miss Dr. Contessa looking good, and she's working on a figure competition. That's something that she always wanted to do, but now she's like very serious about it. And we learned that she is back with her husband, and I was like, my God, let me tell y'all something. There's an attack on marriage. The devil doesn't like marriage. The devil does not like happy family, because marriage is the biggest representation of God's love. And it's always hard to see a couple fighting, especially when there is children involved. Last season was really bad for the both of them, and I'm so happy to see them back together. They seem very happy. They also seem cautious, you know, in the way they're communicating, which I think is great, because we have to be cautious with the things that we say. And they both mentioned therapy. They said that therapy has helped them a lot, and I'm like, yeah, therapy is great. Therapy, if you're willing to give it your all and serious about it, can truly be life-changing. I personally go to therapy, and it has changed my life. This is something that I plan on doing for the rest of my life. And in addition to therapy, prayer, meditation, being very cautious of your entourage, and also being disciplined and not being too much in your head. Those are the things that I've learned into my journey of self-development. Marriage is not easy at all. And unless you've been married before, you can never truly understand how hard it is, even when it is done with a perfect partner. You know, I've seen several situations where people sometimes are married to the right person for them, but because they have trauma, maybe from the way they grew up or from circumstances in their life, they cannot truly enjoy their partner, you know. And self-sabotaging is real. It is very real. I'm not saying that this is the case of Dr. Contessa and her husband, but I do believe that therapy is very important, because life sometimes can be difficult. Why does life can be difficult? I feel like us human beings, we made that shit hard. We made that shit hard. That was never God's will for us to have a difficult life. We created our circumstances as human beings. We made life hard. Why? Because we always have those goals that we want to achieve. We always have those things that we want to achieve. We always have that competition with other people. We paid so much attention to things that are not so important. But yeah, I'm done with my rant, y'all. But yeah, I'm very happy to see them back together, and I wish them to never get back to that lowest moment in their marriage. Dr. Contessa does not want to talk to Dr. Heavenly, and yeah, Dr. Heavenly is basically acting like she has not done anything to Dr. Contessa, like she has not been a good friend, like she has been a great friend to Dr. Contessa. And here's the thing, I'm pretty sure that Dr. Heavenly has been a good friend to Contessa. The problem with Dr. Heavenly is her mouth. Listen, I love Dr. Heavenly. She's great for TV. But friendship is important. And one thing I know is that when you're friend with someone, especially when that person is going through hard time, do not hurt them when they're already down. And I feel like that's what you did to Dr. Contessa. And you need to accept it, Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly, you have to accept that your mouth is too much. You know what I mean? It's good for TV, but it's too much, especially in friendship. You need to have some boundary. You need to at least take responsibilities for the things that you said. There is a problem with Dr. Heavenly. There is a problem. You have a friendship with someone, you're there for the person, and then because you have the TV and you have the YouTube and you have all the things that you're doing, you feel like you can just say anything. It's like you let yourself go. And then I'm like, okay, girl, you said all those things on YouTube. At least you could have edited it out. You need to dig in, you know? So yeah, I understand Dr. Contessa. She needs to take a distance. I would have done the same. I just don't see how Dr. Contessa shouldn't be hurt by the things that Dr. Heavenly said about her in her marriage. And here is the thing now. You were probably, Dr. Heavenly, you were probably saying all those things, thinking that eventually they're going to get a divorce and Dr. Contessa is your friend and everything. Now they're back together, girl. Now she's back with her husband. Then what? Of course she's not going to be happy. I feel like Heavenly may not have bad intention. I think that she just needs to have some self-control when it comes to the things that she says. it's very important, because if you don't do that, guess what? One day you're not going to have no friend no more, because people are not going to deal with it. Everybody are not your children. Everybody are not your husband. People don't have to deal with that. People don't have to. It was nice to see her daughter, Alora. She's so beautiful. Dr. Evelyn also told us that she has opened a beauty salon. And hey, I love that. One thing I never understood was, why does Asian people have such a monopoly on beauty supply? Like, they don't even know how to do hair. It only makes sense for a black person to have a beauty supply. I have nothing against Asian having beauty supply, y'all. They're being smart, they're very business minded, they're doing what they gotta do. But all I'm gonna say is that if I'm gonna do my hair and I need advices from someone, it would be great if the beauty supply owner is a black person, because they would know better what I'm talking about, right? Always good to see, and I love the fact that she's putting her daughter Alora in a position where she can learn some great professional skills ahead of her time. And if maybe one day, the way Dr. Evan is speaking, this is going to be for her daughter anyway. So I think that's great. I think, I applaud that. She's setting her kids for success. And yeah, I'm happy for them. That was my review of Married to Medicine episode 1. Let me all know what you think in the comments, y'all. I'm thinking about sometime do full review, sometime do clip and reaction. Let me know what you want. I want to hear from y'all. And for those of you that are new here, hey, and welcome. And for those of you that have been here, thank you so much for your support, and I will see you soon. Bye.